was a kid, I used to love watching boxing with my stepdad, and he'd say, "So who you think gonna win this fight between Holyfield and Riddick Bowe?" And I got the first, he asked me that, was it the first or the second Holyfield Bowe fight? It was the second one. And when he asked me, I got that one right. And I think I don't remember how old I was when that fight came out. I may have been about 10 years old, if that. And I think a little older than that, but yeah, the mystique behind predicting fights, I was always intrigued with, like, gee, who will win between this and that. Growing up, when people would fight in the hood, I used to say, yo, I know he gonna whip his ass or she gonna whip her ass. And I was always right about a lot of that shit, man. I don't know how I used to be able to get it. Maybe because, like I said, a lot of times growing up, I used to see people fight previously, and I'd be like, oh, man, he ain't got no hand skills. He fighting him, or he gonna get his ass whooped. And then I'd be right on the money every time. Fast forward now on my channel, I've got maybe a few of them wrong, maybe one or two. And I have a few prediction videos up here, quite a bit of them. So what I did was I put them all in a playlist from actually my first video on this channel was a prediction video. It was Mikey Garcia versus, was it Jesse Vargas? And I called that fight. So I want y'all to check out my playlist of boxing predictions and see which ones I got right and which ones I got wrong. I remember 2 days before Jermell Charlo fought Tony Harrison, the first fight, I went on somebody's channel and I predicted. I said, yo, if Tony Harrison boxes, he gonna get the win over Jermell Charlo. And everybody said, oh man, you crazy. He gonna get knocked out. I'm like, nah, man. Tony Harrison's a great boxer. If he stays focused, he's not gonna knock out Jermell, but he's gonna take the belt. And that's what he did. First time they fought, he took the belt from Jermell, and I won a nice amount of money. I went against the grain. I don't just go against the grain because I want to I want to bet on underdogs. It's just, no, I watch fighters, previous fights, and it's weird. I watch fights, let's say I watch a lot of Tony Harrison's previous fights. I watch Jermell Charlo's previous fights. And what I do is, I can actually analyze them in my head, fighting each other before the fight actually happens. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. Sometimes I'm a little off with certain fights. I predicted the Jarrett Hurd fight. I said he was gonna knock out. Oh man, who was I don't remember the guy he was fighting when Jarrett Hurd was fighting on the Tyson Fury card with Wilder. Whoever that was, I think he knocked him on the 4th round. I predicted that, but that's before I had a channel. So I said, before the fight, I was in the room with my mom, my step-pops, everybody was in there. I said, this dude, Jarrett Hurd, he starts off slow, and I was like, he's gonna knock this guy out in the 4th round. And I think it was the 4th round, he surely knocked dude out on his ass. So everybody's like, oh, you had it again. And he's like, everybody started rubbing on me, calling me a true bro, from Married with Children, when Peggy went and bought that little true bro, the little good luck charm thing. Everybody it was crazy that night. But yeah, I love predicting fights before they happen, and I love to analyze and give like who wins, because you're gonna see a lot of who wins videos, which are not gonna be official predictions. Who wins is like, hypotheticals, right? When two fighters are not even really scheduled to fight yet. But then you'll get the real prediction videos when the fight is signed, sealed, and delivered. Might be a month out before they fight, or it might be like the same weekend, whatever. But yeah, check out my playlist and run through them and see which ones I got right and see which ones I got wrong, and check the ratio. And I was wrong about the Jermell Charlo versus Jason Rosario. I was wrong about that one. I said that was going to be a draw. I didn't see, my secondary thought was it was going to be a knockout, but I couldn't like accurately predict who was gonna knock out who. That one was a little hard. But check out my playlist, man. My boxing prediction playlist. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment below. I'll catch y'all later on the next one.